Well, hey everybody, today we got some really good news. Actually, yesterday we got some good news. We got some transparent news, and this is actually really interesting. And this is actually what I want to talk about. So if it's your first time here, my name is BearCozy. I just went for a beautiful run. It is mid-70s outside, and my run was absolutely amazing. And if you don't know, I like to make not only entertaining, but also educational videos. And I like to make account progress videos because for me, the fun is in progression. Today, we actually have some news. Actually came out yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. I take Sundays off. I try to rest, relax, and recharge. Now this says, Dear Awakened, I feel like there should be more there. Maybe Dear Awakened game, maybe Dear Awakened Chaos player base or something like that. But this is actually really interesting, and I wanted to read this and let you know what's going on. We would like to thank everyone for supporting the game. Your trust and support are our motivation to continue to provide you with the best product possible. Due to the impact of the epidemic situation, which of course is still going on, the game has been experiencing more bugs and disruptions lately in regards to the introduction of new gameplay modes and heroes. We sincerely apologize, and we will pay more attention to your feedback by fixing bugs and continuing to strive to make Ace the best game it can be. Now this is actually really, really neat. I know it's a very short paragraph, but this actually gives us transparency, and I think that's really, really cool for a game company to do that, to come out, be transparent, and say, listen, here's what's going on with everything that's going on in the world. We're struggling, but we are committed to make this game better. We are working on fixing some of the bugs and some issues. Not to mention, they've been having a lot of new content lately, lots of new heroes. There's still some bugs. I actually encountered a bug not too long ago. I think a few days ago, 3, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Time's been flying by. With my Magic Pass, I could not buy the Magic Pass, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that my only healer is Rodira, and I really want Mathasia. So I contacted Ace, and I was like, hey Ace, I've been trying to buy the Magic Pass for the past 3 days, and I cannot. The buttons are literally blank, and when I click on them, or try to click on them, it says it's information not found, or something like that, source code not found. And I sent the screenshots to Ace. So this is really, really good. I'm glad that they're not only working on new content, but they're also being transparent, right? This is very important for a game. At least we know, right? We know what to expect. We know what's going on. And we know that they're struggling. They're saying, hey guys, we're struggling, but this is the reality of the game. New content means new bugs, and it's going to take some time to work it all out. So this is kind of cool. I'm really happy that they're doing that. In addition, we highly value feedback and suggestions raised by our community. There are a few issues that have been discussed. The unbalanced attributes of heroes, specifically light versus dark legendary units, the ratio of new epic heroes versus legendaries, and the lack of playable content in game. Now, right now, I don't feel like there is a lack of playable content, but this tells me a couple of things. One, that they are definitely going to look at the balancing with light and dark heroes, which is going to be awesome. Light heroes just got a nice little buff on their focus, and that impacted my Lunar Mel. Lunar Mel's the only one I have that uses focus. I have Light Zac as well. Have not really built him. He's 50, but I don't believe he needs focus. Lunar Mel is fantastic, and they just increased her focus, and she went from like 63, 68% to like 90%, 90 something. So that is really cool. Right now, I don't have any legendary dark heroes, or I think I just pulled Marion Shadowblood. Haven't built her yet. I'm super excited, but I lack pumpkins. So I will get to it. So that's the first thing, the ratio of new epic heroes versus legendaries. Now this is something that I have not personally looked at, but if we go ahead and if we look at the legendary heroes, now if we go ahead and look at the heroes, if we start with the Holy Light Empire, you could see there's only 2 legendaries and 4 epics. Going through some of these, you could see that this is actually fairly even, which is very, very nice. Most of these factions have more epics than legendaries. This one is actually absolutely backwards. Twice as many legendaries, 2 epics, two epics, and I don't think anybody uses Andre. That's just funny to me. I actually never noticed this. I never paid attention enough. And same thing here. This is actually not too bad. I feel like most of these factions are fairly balanced, except for a few. This one definitely needs a lot more legendary heroes there for sure. Free Cities is okay, not too bad. But there are some of these, like this one, 2 epics in here, right? Azarina's pretty terrible, even after she got buffed. But Zatlex is fantastic. But the dwarves are definitely interesting. The Titans, only 2 dwarves, and one of them's light, so that is going to be very, very hard to get them. And there's definitely some balance issues and there's probably game mechanic balance issues as well. And this is something that I never really noticed, never really paid attention to, but I'm glad the Ace team is taking the time to look at all this and the ratio of new epic heroes versus legendaries. So that is going to be very interesting. And I'm actually wondering if they're going to bring in more epics, because I know we've had a lot of new legendaries lately, and that's going to be really cool. I want to see what they are going to do. And then the lack of playable content here in the game. Right now, I don't feel like there is a lack of playable content. For me, I really enjoy Endless Trial, and I really wish Endless Trial was maybe a little bit longer and a little bit more infrequent, so maybe twice a week would be awesome for me. Not every 2 days is a little bit much, because sometimes I don't get to it, or I forget till the end, like on Sundays and things like that. Sundays, I take totally off to rest, and that is what I do. I don't really do anything. I don't really play much, and I don't make any content as of recently. But the team did notice that there is a lack of playable content in the game, and they are looking at that. Now, this brings me to the next paragraph. To solve these problems, we will first continue to adjust and update the existing in-game system to bring you a better gameplay experience, which is really, really cool. Secondly, we will keep a balance between the gaming experience and the updated intensity. One of the things that drives me nuts is the constant updates, constant changes, way too much. That is part of the big reason. If you've watched my channel, you know that I play Raid, and not very much as of probably a few months ago. Not very much since I started Ace. One of the things that absolutely drives me nuts is the constant new heroes, constant new updates, constant new changes to Doom Tower, to Hydra, to Clan Boss, lots of different things, lots of rebalancing, and I feel like I get lost, because right as I feel like I find my groove, things change, new things get added, and then all of a sudden I don't have the groove anymore. And I am not a whale, I am not a super mega whale, and I don't get things instantly like some other people do, where as soon as a new hero comes out, they have them, and they have multiple copies. That is not me. It takes me some time to find a groove, and once I find a groove, I typically just coast in it, I flow in it, and I enjoy the game for what it is. Secondly, we will keep a balance between gaming experience and the updated intensity. Like the aforementioned, there will be new content such as real-time arena, guild versus environment, and guild versus guild. That is going to be very interesting. New dungeons and new bosses. So the new dungeons and new bosses are very interesting. I hope to God they do not make a Hydra. I absolutely hate Hydra. If you play Raid, you know what I mean. Hydra is just way too much RNG. But that is my experience, and those are my opinions. And my opinions don't really matter, but I'm glad the team is doing a good job on keeping everything balanced, and they are being open with us. We also plan to add more epic units to the game to provide more diverse options for team compositions for every adventure. Now, this is really, really good. More epics units for more diverse options is really, really good. That will give a lot more options for free-to-play players as well, because now that if there's a lot more epics, right, you don't have to rely on a certain epic. You don't have to rely on a certain hero. You don't need that one particular hero like you do in Raid. And that is going to be really, really cool. More options is good. I'm a big fan of trying different things, trying different comps, trying different gear setups, and different things like that. I like to experiment with my teams, with their gear sets, and with their skills, with their rotations, and I feel like we can do that freely with Ace, because swapping gear is free, and of course with lots more options gives us a lot more experimentation and a lot more fun to the game, because everyone now can bring something unique with a unique team and a unique composition. So that is really, really nice, right? And this should help free-to-play players as well, because with more options they can get their hands on more heroes, and they have more options to play with and complete the content. So finally, we will continue to balance the current settings in Arena to help promote more competition, as well as pay close attention to the RTA in the future. So real-time arena is going to be interesting. I'm not sure what they're going to do there. That is kind of cool. I believe this stands for real-time arena. Don't flame me if it does not. I believe it does. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Again, we would like to thank you for your participation and enthusiasm for the game. Ace is happy to have you part of their family, and we look forward to growing with your love and support the development team. So this is really cool. I really like the transparency here, and there are lots of little nuggets here, and this is actually something that I really appreciate that they're doing, and it shows that they care. It shows that they care not only about their game, but it shows that they care about their player base as well by being completely transparent and telling us what's going on. In a nutshell, they said, hey guys, we are struggling, but this is what's going on. We are bringing new content, but we are struggling and we plan on fixing it. We're also planning on adding a bunch of new epics and a bunch of new variety to the game as well. And then, of course, the real-time arena, guild versus environment, and guild versus guild. So this is really, really cool. I'm super happy they're doing this. So the Ace team has been very, very transparent, and I feel like that is very good for not only the health of the game, but also for the player base. It lets us know what they're thinking, what's going on behind the scenes, and that they are working very, very hard on updating everything, updating all the bugs, fixing all the bugs, and bringing us not only more heroes, but also more content as well, like the real-time arena, guild versus environment, and guild versus guild. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new heroes that they bring, new epic heroes, of course, and I am really looking forward to this new playable content, as they feel like there is a lack of it, which means they will be adding a lot more content. So leave me a nice comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings on this whole thing. I really like the transparency, and I look forward to all of the new changes. And of course, all of the new hero options. That's going to do it for me. Hit the like and the subscribe. That will help my channel to grow tremendously. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.